Hi, my name is Melissa and I work at the Post Road Library. And today I would like to tell you about a book called Anxious People by Fredrik Backman. Imagine being a desperate parent, behind on rent, and afraid that you'll lose custody of your children if you get evicted. In this story, we meet a parent in this exact situation who, in a moment of panic, decides to rob a bank, but does so accidentally at a cashless bank, which is something that they have in the country where this story takes place. As the police are called, the would-be bank robber flees into a nearby apartment building and, without meaning to, turns an open house in one of the apartments into a hostage situation. As this quirky story unfolds, we meet a number of characters, the 8 people who were in the apartment during the open house, and 2 police detectives. As with other novels by this author, many of these characters are not lovable when we meet them. Some of them aren't even particularly likable. But as we get to know them, we learn about the situations that each of them are dealing with at this point in their lives and what brought each of them to this apartment for the open house. We see how they're all facing their own anxieties, and as the story unfolds, we discover connections between the characters that were never expected. There are twists and turns along the way, and I found myself both laughing and crying many times as I read. Backman has a way of developing characters that allow us to really see ourselves in his characters. We can relate to their emotions and to the ups and downs that they're experiencing. So if you're interested in a sweet story that will have you laughing and crying, sometimes all at the same moment, please check out Anxious People by Fredrik Backman. If there's a waiting list for this title, consider reading one of his other books. My favorite book of his is called A Man Called Uva, and we own this and others by Backman in both regular and large print, as well as electronically as ebooks and e-audiobooks. Thank you for joining me for today's book talk, and remember, at FCPL, we know books.